Welcome to the story of the Kumbh Mela, the world's largest spiritual gathering, a celebration of faith, culture, and divine connection. Have you ever wondered how this extraordinary festival began? Or why millions of people from all walks of life gather every 12 years at sacred rivers? Today, we'll take you on a journey through the fascinating history and significance of the Kumbh Mela. So, sit back and immerse yourself in this incredible story of devotion and tradition. The story of the Kumbh Mela begins in the celestial realm. According to Hindu mythology, the gods and demons once united to churn the cosmic ocean, an event known as Samudra Manthan, to obtain the nectar of immortality Amrit. But as soon as the nectar was retrieved, a battle broke out between the gods and demons. In their quest to protect the nectar, the gods hid it in a pot or kumbh. During the battle, 4 drops of this divine nectar fell on earth, sanctifying 4 locations: Prayagraj, Allahabad, Haridwar, Ujjain, and Nashik. These places became the sacred sites where the Kumbh Mela is celebrated. Each of these locations holds profound spiritual significance. They are believed to carry the essence of the divine nectar, making them the perfect setting for this grand festival. The Kumbh Mela's roots go back thousands of years. Some historians trace its origins to the Vedic period, where sacred rivers played a crucial role in rituals and worship. The Rig Veda, one of Hinduism's oldest scriptures, highlights the sanctity of rivers, referring to them as life-giving and purifying. The festival gained prominence over time, with several references in ancient texts like the Mahabharata and the Puranas. The idea of gathering at sacred rivers for spiritual rejuvenation gradually evolved into a large-scale pilgrimage. The Kumbh Mela as we know it was popularized by Adi Shankaracharya, the great Indian philosopher who unified Hinduism and established sacred practices across India. One of the first documented references to the Kumbh Mela comes from the 7th century CE, during the reign of Emperor Harshavardhana. The Chinese traveler Huenzhang visited India during this time and recorded a grand festival held at Prayagraj. He described how millions of pilgrims gathered to bathe in the holy rivers and how Emperor Harsha distributed immense wealth and donations to the poor and to religious institutions. This account highlights the early scale of the Kumbh Mela and its deep cultural impact on society. At its core, the Kumbh Mela is a journey of spiritual purification. Hindus believe that bathing in the holy rivers during the festival washes away sins, granting moksha, or liberation from the cycle of birth and death. The festival also serves as a meeting ground for the sadhus and akhras, ascetic groups and spiritual leaders who pass on their wisdom to the masses. It is a time when age-old traditions, knowledge, and rituals are shared with the world. But the Kumbh Mela is not just about personal salvation. It is a celebration of community, where millions come together to reaffirm their faith and cultural identity. In modern times, the Kumbh Mela has grown into an awe-inspiring event. Every 12 years, each of the 4 sacred locations hosts the Kumbh Mela in a rotating cycle. The largest of these, the Mahakumbh, takes place every 144 years at Prayagraj, attracting millions of pilgrims and tourists from around the world. The festival is not just a religious gathering, it is a logistical marvel. Temporary cities with tent accommodations, hospitals, police stations, and marketplaces are built to manage the enormous crowds. In 2019, the Prayagraj Kumbh Mela witnessed over 240 million visitors, making it the largest human gathering in recorded history. The Kumbh Mela has become a global phenomenon, attracting spiritual seekers and travelers from across the world. In 2017, it was recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. The festival also promotes cultural diplomacy, with international visitors experiencing India's spiritual and cultural diversity. From spiritual discourses to art exhibitions and music performances, the Kumbh Mela showcases the richness of Indian traditions and its message of unity in diversity. In modern times, the Kumbh Mela has grown into an awe-inspiring event. Every 12 years, each of the 4 sacred locations hosts the Kumbh Mela in a rotating cycle. The largest of these, the Mahakumbh, takes place every 144 years at Prayagraj, attracting millions of pilgrims and tourists from around the world. The Kumbh Mela is more than a festival, it is a living legacy of faith, devotion, and cultural heritage. It reminds us of the timeless connection between humanity and the divine, transcending barriers of time and space. Whether you seek spiritual awakening, cultural immersion, or simply a glimpse into one of humanity's greatest gatherings, the Kumbh Mela offers an experience like no other. So, will you be a part of this divine confluence someday? The Kumbh Mela is more than a festival, it is a living legacy of faith, devotion, and cultural heritage. It reminds us of the timeless connection between humanity and the divine, transcending barriers of time and space. Whether you seek spiritual awakening, cultural immersion, or simply a glimpse into one of humanity's greatest gatherings, the Kumbh Mela offers an experience like no other. So, will you be a part of this divine confluence someday? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories from India. Until next time, stay curious and stay inspired.